Is vulnerability a necessity of life? Is it really worth putting yourself in a difficult situation that you might get shut down or walk away hurt just to live life to the fullest? Vulnerability is seldom thought of when you think of good memories or happy memories. It's thought of a time when you were shut down or you were let down and your hopes were crushed. So vulnerability can make a person feel so poorly and insecure about themselves. What's the point of it? Dr. Brené Brown presented the power of vulnerability at the 2010 Houston TED Talk Conference. She is a professor at the University of Houston Graduate College of Social Work. She has spent the past 10 years studying human connection in families, schools, and organizations. She has delved into the topics of fear, shame, empathy, authenticity, and courage. But the one topic that she noticed that kept reoccurring in her work was vulnerability. The dictionary definition of vulnerability is the capability of being physically or emotionally wounded or hurt. She noticed that in the interviews she conducted for her research project, they could be split into two different groups: those who felt loved and belonged and those who didn't. She noticed that the people who felt loved and worthiness had accepted that they wanted to take a risk. They wanted to put themselves out there. And she noticed that they all had a sense of compassion and a connection with others, and they were aware of their own personal courage. She named her project Wholehearted because the people who felt loved had accepted vulnerability as part of the human experience. And those who did not accept vulnerability as a part of the human experience struggled with the idea that they were enough, that they did not belong. These were two quotes that really stood out to me during her TED Talk, because when she's basically saying when we feel like that we're not enough, that we can't do it, that we're not pretty enough or skinny enough, we tend to not want to take a risk at all. We tend to take the easy way out because we know we can't get hurt. But when we avoid the feelings created, the pain and the anger caused by change, we tend to numb the feelings that are created by putting yourself in a vulnerable place. We tend to forget that without taking a risk, there is no possibility for change. So when we ask the question, is vulnerability a necessity of life? The answer is yes. Because when we live life wholeheartedly and we take risks and we accept that vulnerability is a part of living, we gain perception and we gain both the pain and joys of life. So my challenge to you is to take advantage of your vulnerable situations and use them. Don't be afraid to take a chance because you feel like you're not enough, or you don't, or you're not gonna, or you don't, or you're gonna get hurt. Like Dr. Brené Brown says, you're wired for struggle, you are imperfect, but you are worthy of love and belonging.